People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People 7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. And I'm making bath bombs. I'm still at the powder phase of it. I put my fragrance oil directly into the baking soda in my little dropper bottle format that I was talking about earlier. And the citric acid is now being blended in there. And I know somebody's going to say, because you guys are very astute and very savvy on point, yes, this is a different container than you usually see when I use my soap pots, because this is a container that needed a rounded edge, plus it's separate from the containers I use when I make soap, because this I only use for bath bombs. And the containers that I use for soaping, it's okay if they have a square, edge, because I can use a scraper and really get in there. But this one, basically, I needed a mixing spoon type format. And as you can tell, it does not hold together yet, because I have not added a single oil other than the fragrance oil. And that went into, wow, it smells amazing. That went into the baking powder directly before I even added the citrus, and I made sure that there was no chance of the fizzle and all that, because I waited until the fragrance oil had completely dried before I started stirring it up and incorporating it. I do that for two reasons. One, if I wanted to split the batch in half and add this color and add that color, so forth and so on, that means I need to get another container. I haven't got out my molds yet or even decided the shape. So that is in a format that I could utilize it and not have to worry about it setting up before I'm ready for it to set up. But what I am here to talk to you about, safety. Even though I am not actually making soap at this moment, I am using a powdery substance, so you got to protect yourself from powder. I am using something that can get in your eyes, so you got to have your goggles. And then, of course, everybody says, oh, watch out for your manicure. This will take the shine off of your nail polish, blah, blah, blah. But, hey, if I'm putting this product out for a customer as well as myself, I don't want people's DNA all in there, so I always wear my gloves. It has nothing to do with the nail polish situation. So, that being said, whenever you make anything that is soap-related, always be sterile, always be safe, and always, always, always be protected. That's like my coffee here, which smells quite like the fragrance oil in the room. I had just put on my goggles. I had just started mixing up the citric acid with the baking soda, and there was a couple of those spots that were not smooth, so I squeezed it, and one piece of it flew across the room, bounced off my goggles. I don't know where it landed, but there's a drop right there on my protective paper. Yeah. So I'm thinking, oh, did it splash in my coffee? Well, guess what? I ain't going to find out. This is going downstairs into a whole new, I have so many of these cups that ain't funny. So this is going to get dumped out, washed, new coffee on the way. I even started the process by brewing a new cup of coffee before I even got started up here, because, hey, I have coffee incidences all over the place all the time. So that way I ain't even got to wait till the coffee finishes, brewing. I did that before I started. But always, always, always be safe when you're doing anything soaping related or even baking related. If there are certain things that you bake that you know might have an issue, keep yourself protected. That's like when, and my mom, she's a cook from before I was born, let alone now. If she's just making, like, and I can't even eat the stuff, but I know it's great because everybody tells me she makes the best lemonade, blah, blah, blah. But she has a hand grater, for the lemonade, for the lemons that go like this. And the first thing she says, hey, let me borrow your goggles. Why? Because she don't want pieces of lemon juice hitting her in the face or bouncing off or even the seeds or whatever. And that's just a simple way to stay protected. So if she's doing that with fruits, imagine the importance of doing it when you're using something that, even though it's not a chemical, is going to be very, very, very important for you to stay protected. Anyway, this has been People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. Y'all stay blessed and stay tuned. I'm going to finish doing this. Bye now.